You dropped it. Right? Fucking balls, man. You dropped the weight, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now what?
Hit it again. It doesn't matter if you drop it.
Oh, well, it sounds like it matters.
Yeah,
Every
it
time
sounds
you-
like it.
I mean,
It's kind of like a phone in a case. It sounds bad, but it's.
oh no, I don't mean
okay.
that it sounds like it makes damage, but like every time you drop it, it's like fuck, like it matters.
Well, it's annoying to drop something that you want in your mouth every 10 seconds.
10 seconds, damn. Okay, you know how many hits is that a minute, man? 6. That's not very. That's not very hard math to do. Holy shit.
Oh
One
my
every 10
God.
seconds. How many even is that in a minute, man? I couldn't even.
You think you could work out how many per hour?
Yeah, 360.
Wait.
Yeah. 6 times 60.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, man, I'm on fire today. And by that I mean I'm just sweating, man. I've been
Yeah.
wearing sweatshirts even though it's hot out because it makes me look skinnier, I think. It's like more bulk. That'll work.
Yeah. It doesn't really do much. I do the same thing. I mean, that's why I like to wear loose clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
That sucks, though, that one video from that one show. I can't use it all because I had shit in my hoodie pouch, so I just look pregnant.
Who cares?
Me cares.
Oh, man. What if you have a set of your life, but you got something in your pocket?
Can't use it.
Can't use it.
Can't use it.
You think Richard Pryor has any sets that are online and he's like up there in heaven looking down
He's
like,
skinny.
oh, something in my pocket.
He's skinny. It doesn't matter.
God damn. Ralphie May.
He's fat. It doesn't matter.
Who's in the middle?
It's that twilight weight where, given different circumstances, you can look presentable or you can look really bad.
Yeah.
And it's that in between. That's whenever you have to be conscious. Now, if you're 300 pounds, it doesn't fucking matter. And if you're, like Richard Pryor, like AIDS skinny.
He wasn't. Well, yeah, actually, he kind of always was AIDS skinny.
Yeah, I'm not saying he had AIDS.
What's cocaine?
but
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
He was doing it
skinny,
the right way.
AIDS skinny, heroin chic, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Skinny enough to where you look like you have a problem of some sort.
Yeah.
When you're that skinny, it doesn't matter. You probably want to put something in your pocket, look a little meatier.
A crack pipe. Have it on hand.
Yeah.
Oof. Man, I could go for a hit of crack right now,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just been
I
thinking
would
about
like
throwing it
to.
all away. My life?
I would like to smoke weed someday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, is that what it's all about? That's why you've been depressed?
I mean, that's not what I'm depressed by default.
Let's get some weed. It gets you some weed. All right? It's an emergency.
It's not an emergency.
cash on me.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
I got cash on me. I know a dealer.
I'm gonna think about it.
I know a dealer nearby.
Yeah.
Smells extra skunky today.
Yeah. He's like, I don't have anything on me. It's just my ass.
Yeah. Hey, man, if your ass smell like weed.
Man, I smoke so much bad weed, man. My ass got seeds and stems in it, man. There was a time my high school boyfriend, the one that I was only with for weed, I got up from his bed and there's like a weed stem stuck to my pussy. And I was
Nice.
like, this is a good relationship.
Yeah? Are you just stemming your pussy away from being like, I don't think this is going to work out?
I mean, I stayed with him for a while after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget why we broke up. I think I broke up with him because I realized he sucked. And
Yeah.
now he cleans pools.
That's a good job.
It's not a bad job.
Respectable work,
Yeah.
That's just one step away from being a lifeguard.
Yeah.
It lets you, that's more just like a post-death lifeguard. And then you just go in and you clean up.
Probably save some bug lives.
Hell yeah.
There's probably been a beetle in there struggling. He's like, fuck, his beetle life is flashing before his eyes and he gets scooped out.
Yeah, he's thinking about Ringo, John, Paul. I don't like it either. Hey, Bird's watching. We got some audience today.
Yeah, shit. If bird views counted for the podcast, we'd be fucking... I don't know. I guess what would they tip? Fucking worms? We'd be up to our ears in worms.
Would you ever eat? Have you ever eaten a worm?
Being a mealworm.
Mealworm? Those are. That's why they're called mealworms, because you're supposed to eat them.
Yeah. Somebody had brought them to school for something. I think it was to feed their fish or something, because we had like a aquatics class where you could have fish in a tank, and they brought some mealworms for him, and we were all sitting before school, and they're like, damn, it'd be crazy if someone ate one of these. And I was like, what up, I'm crazy. They taste kind of like peanut butter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
And then that's just how they taste raw
Yeah.
or alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Did you eat it? Was it alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't kill them before we eat mealworms ever.
Mm-mm. No, you never see somebody snapping a mealworm's neck.
Yeah.
A ringworm. Now you can't eat ringworm. That's
Is eating an animal alive kosher? No.
I don't know.
Halal?
I feel like when you propose to me, it's gonna be with a ringworm.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'd prefer a tapeworm. Fuck, dude, what I wouldn't do for a tapeworm right
Yeah,
now.
get you down to your birth weight.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
It's called a tapeworm because I'd finally be comfortable recording myself.
Yeah. The camera adds 5 pounds. The tapeworm takes away
10
10 to 15.
to 50,
50.
depending how long you let him do his thing.
Mm-hmm. Can you get tapeworms online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy tapeworm eggs and eat them up.
All right. You know, I'll help you out and get you what you want. Whatever makes you happy, you know?
Yeah, for my birthday, all right, so for my birthday so far, what do
Yeah.
I want a veggie tray.
Vegetables,
I want the Taco Bell Cinnabon Delights, the big pack.
Bonds.
And I want a tapeworm.
tapeworm. Okay, I
I'm
can do this.
I'm an easy girl to shop for.
I can do this. I feel like.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how many gifts do you get? Damn, you know? Can't.
Well, I mean, fucking grand total for that's probably like $50. I think you could cough it up.
Ouch. 50?
Gave you a tablet.
Yeah. I take all your electronics that you don't use
Yeah.
and then let you feel, like, generous.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, man, that box was having a good time with them. That box they were sitting in, they were just chilling in there, resting, aging to perfection.
Yeah.
This 8-year-old Samsung tablet is aged to perfection.
Oh, it's only 6 years old. That shit still works.
No, 6 years. Yeah, I got it when I was like 18.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it was new then, huh?
Yeah.
It was a gift. I don't.
Yeah, expensive gift.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Little miss, woe is me. Little miss, nobody does anything for me. Getting you fucking.
I had to fuck him.
Oh, it was from a fucked
It was
man.
from a 39-year-old man. Yes.
Awesome.
And now I've regifted it at age 23, 5 years later, to somebody still younger than that. So.
Yeah. For now.
I think I'm doing better.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think I'm still like a pedophile for dating you?
No, he was a pedophile for dating me.
Well, what, you were 18?
Yeah, and he had an estranged daughter that was the same age,
Yeah.
which was kind of like,
Did he ever call you by your name? Timothy Chalamet?
oh, yeah, fucking, I wish I was as skinny as Timothy. But,
Is that
nah.
what she looked like?
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, that's my goal weight. That's my goal. My goal body is Timothy Chalamet,
This is
or
a
a
healthy.
nice Tom Holland.
Yeah?
But like, I mean, thing is, even if I got that small,
Tom
I'd
Holland's
still
got some
have-
muscles though, because he's
boobs.
Spider-Man.
I'd have
He's-
boobs. I'd be like Timothy Chalamet with boobs, which is ideal, I think.
That's a lot of guys' ideal,
Yeah.
you know. Well, that's healthy, you know, for a young lady to have a goal body of a young man.
I just want to look like a 17-year-old Italian boy.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get there, you know. We'll get you there with any type
I think
of
the secret is you have to
destructive.
eat people
Yeah.
and be gay. I've only seen 2 Timothy Chalamet movies, and one was where he was gay, and the other was where he ate people.
Yeah, you put them together and
Jeffrey Dahmer.
absolutely. So, well, it's nice to have goals, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Timothy Chalamet too. I want it as well.
Ugh.
Why?
I don't like it.
Well, I want to be Matt Rife. Should I
no,
go for that?
fuck no. I don't find guys like that attractive.
But everyone else does, and they're proud of it. And not only proud of it, they're like combative. If I've been seeing like people make fun of him for for having a flyer
For
with his
being
like
a whore.
with his like shirt off, and he's like, you know, all like flexed and then like comedy, yo, comedy, y'all.
Comedy.
Yeah.
It's like
And like
flexing so hard.
and you know, male comics are like posting the flyer and kind of like making fun of it.
Yeah.
And the comments are all these women being
defending
like,
it.
it's like I'm sick of all you jealous dudes, you know, like.
But the thing is, those same girls that will defend Matt Rife for that shit will instantly shit on a woman who does it.
Absolutely, yeah.
If Whitney Cummings posted a fucking bikini photo,
that is not fair
for
to Matt Rife. Okay,
okay.
Whitney Cummings is not.
Okay, fucking Eliza Schlesinger.
She's still Matt Rife is like he is like
Natasha,
maybe the
what's her name?
most desired man even
Anyways,
in
what's her name?
entertainment right
Natasha
now.
what?
Leggero?
Yeah.
Maybe when she was young.
Okay, but if she posted something in a bikini on a flyer to advertise comedy,
It would look so weird. It would look so like whack.
just
honestly.
like the men fucking do, they look whack too.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think
But I'm
so.
saying the same women that defend Matt Rife will go shit on a woman for doing the same thing because
Yeah,
they're pieces of shit.
yeah.
They're shallow bitches, and I'm praying on their downfall.
I mean, I don't understand why you want to do comedy looking like that. There's so many more fun things, right?
Yeah,
you can
just
do
be
with
a fucking
You
Hollister
could be a porn
model.
star, you could be
yeah,
a-
you could do porn. You could do. I guess he does OnlyFans. I don't know what
think
that
so.
is.
Well, his special is called OnlyFans, but I don't know if he actually has an
Probably
OnlyFans.
not. Probably because he knows if he did OnlyFans, that's all people would buy, and they would stop entertaining this stand-up comedy fucking sham that he's putting on. Fucking sack of shit. He's not even funny.
But I mean, and it's not just the looks. I mean, women will like he's their favorite comic, and like they'll bring him up in conversation.
That has
as-
nothing to do with any.
They're
Yeah.
obsessed. They're obsessed.
Just
with
anything
him.
about comedy. Oh, do you like Matt Rife? No, I'm not as horny as you. I have someone that fucks me. Like, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Why do you have this fucking 11-year-old One Direction mindset about a comedian? It's pathetic.
so strange. It's got to be the first.
You should
time.
grow out of that. Because I had that phase, you know, where there are boy bands you like. Mine weren't like One Direction, but mine were like Pierce the Veil and shit like that. And I wanted to fuck the shit out of them so bad. And I
Yeah.
was obsessed with them. And I would dream about them. And that happened from like age like 11 to like 13.
Yeah.
And then I grew the fuck up.
Is Matt
And
Rife the
that's-
first like? It's that he's sexy and that's why he's a comic. Because like I can't think of any other comedians.
Andrew Dice Clay.
He was pretty cool in
George
the 80s,
Carlin.
I guess. Yeah, George Carlin.
Oh, Bill Burr. He's fucking.
I'm trying to think like before him, like if there ever was like a buff, like just like male
As far as
model
male,
looking.
no. I think there's been women that kind of coasted on the looks. But as far as men, I can't really think of any. Like, Joan Rivers did comedy, and she used to be hot, right? At a point.
Hot?
The thing is, most of those plastic surgery bitches, there's like a sweet spot where it's okay, like you look all right, and then you go overboard, and then you look like a fucking cat person. But I think there was a period
Well,
of time
Catwoman.
where a cat person is different than
Catwoman.
Catwoman is fine, but cat people where like the eyes are like that, and they look like the live action version of Cats is what I'm getting at.
Oh no, you mean like the movie from the movie, or
Yeah,
or from the play?
The live action of Cats,
The play.
the play, yeah.
Yo, they look kind of hot in there too. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad we have dogs.
Cats can get it, man.
Jesus.
But yeah,
But anyway, yeah, I hate it. It's degrading to comedy. It's disgusting. It's infuriating. And it's foul. And people will probably say, well, that's because you're unattractive. And it's like, yes, that's why I do comedy. That's who it's supposed to be for.
you're not unattractive.
Whatever. I'm less attractive than Matt Rife, conventionally.
You look kind of like buff Squidward though, you know?
Well, yeah, of course.
Handsome Squidward.
I don't.
He looked like he's got work done and stuff on his face.
Yeah, he looks fake, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that handsome Squidward-looking motherfucker.
Do you think it's like women trying to be like the way they think men are? So it's like now it's our turn to be shallow. We get to be shallow and pretend that we like something for a reason other than the true reason. It just being we're horny.
A little bit. I think also it has to do with so like as far as the band thing, Like, that's what little girls like, right? They like Justin Bieber, they like One Direction, they like that shit and being a fangirl. But whenever you get older, if you tell someone you're obsessed with a band like that, they're like, oh, really? That's fucking weird. But if you're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I like him for his comedy, I like his jokes, which is a grown-up thing. This is for grown-ups. He curses, he uses bad words. This is for grown-ups.
Uses bad jokes.
He does. But yeah, so they're like, that's true. But he's like, yeah, they're like, this is for adults. Now I've found a way to vent my just fucking lonely horniness into another medium that is less childish than a boy band. But it's still a motherfucker that looks like a boy band. Still has the same look, same conventional standards, except now they get to say, oh, but I like his comedy.
Yeah. And it's definitely like the. I feel like women go into it, and then their first, before he said a word, they think he's hot, and then it's like, okay, you have to be so unfunny that you have to lose me. So like
Yeah.
you already have them,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like if you go on a date with a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see them and you think they're hot, and then the date, it's like everything that they say, everything's funny because you are attracted
You
to
want
them,
to fuck them, yeah.
and that's like the energy that he's coasting on, and it's just like, man, he cannot get. Oh, what if he got fat? Wouldn't it be awesome?
Ugh, I pray every night for Matt Rife to get fucking fat.
Oh my God, it would not work, man.
God, that'd make me Fat Rife. That'd make me so fucking happy. If that motherfucker just got morbidly obese. That's what I want for Christmas. That's what I want fucking
All
Santa.
right, no more tapeworm, no more Cinnabon.
I don't care. I will honestly, I will if somebody could cast a spell where it's like, okay, if you gain weight, so does Matt Rife. I would be 500 pounds.
Oh yeah.
I would sacrifice my own well-being, my own mental health, everything I have. I would eat Taco Bell 6 times a day just to ruin that motherfucker's career.
What if he just got so funny and then he like 500 pounds, and then he just, it's like, oh my God, now he's a monster. He's like not just a monster, but he's a monster. Like he's really good.
Okay, then I would stop eating for a year, and I would get so emaciated that it was just disgusting, and I'd make him look like the Machinist in Christian Bale.
You mean Christian Bale
Christian
and the
Bale
Machinist?
and the Machinist.
There's a Machinist inside of Christian Bale.
That's yeah.
and that's what he looks like.
I'm gonna make him look like Christian Bale's skeleton.
Yo, he would shut me the fuck up if he got super fat and it was just as funny.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. It's I don't know. Thing is, it sucks, though, because women, as far as aging goes, women and men have very different standards.
Yeah.
Whereas men, they don't want to fuck any woman that's past, like, 30 or 35. A lot of guys go, that's whenever women lose their attractiveness. When you turn 35, that's when you start declining. People always talk about that biological clock expiration date, basically. They're saying women haven't, like yogurt, fucking women go bad. But when it comes to men, a lot of women stay attracted to men as they age because we're not typically as shallow, at least in that aspect.
No,
It could also be
it's not
because the
just-
reproductive period for men is longer. I think a 60-year-old man is a lot more likely to get someone pregnant than a 60-year-old woman is to be able to have a baby. So biologically, there probably is a reason.
Well, I think that a woman's features change a lot quicker. Like the ones that are supposed to be like the hotness ones.
Yeah.
So like tits, ass, face. Like a male at like 60 and a male at 30, their body is just like, it's not like if they're in shape, it doesn't change all that much. It's a little more
Yeah.
weathered and wrinkly.
Yeah.
But it's not like completely changed. But like with a woman's
Yeah.
body, it's like, it's like completely, it changes a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not shallow.
But anyways, there's not even the hope of this motherfucker's gonna get old and gross, because he's probably just gonna get old and then they're gonna be like, oh, now he's a silver fox. Now don't fuck me, fucking. So there's not even that fucking silver lining,
Yeah. Wish him the best.
I wish him fucking depressed so he eats his way into failure.
But I mean, he can't fail. I mean, right now, I don't know if there's anything he could say on stage that would make women be like, "Oh, I'm not attracted anymore." It's like he really just. I've seen his like sets online, and it's like, man, you don't. He don't gotta say much. He could probably just get up there and just like pose,
Yeah.
and like it would be the same amount of. Maybe he should
Yeah.
just like take his clothes off, and I don't see what's
That-
wrong with that. Why?
What's wrong with what Channing Tatum did with
Yeah.
his career? I respect Channing Tatum
Absolutely.
a fuck ton more than I respect Matt Rife. Matt Rife can eat my shit. Channing Tatum, like, he knows what he is. He's self-aware. He uses that. He makes movies where he shows that off, and he makes a killing doing it, and women love him.
And I think he's funny.
He is funny too.
He's funny in movies. He was in what was that movie where they're all dying at the end of the world? This is the end. I
Yeah.
think. And he plays like a gimp. He's like
Yeah,
he plays like
yeah.
Seth Rogen's like sex slave.
Yeah, which is really funny. Like, that was a
Yeah.
good that was funny. And I think, yeah, if he just fucking would take that route, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Right, but he seems very humble, and like
Channing Tatum?
yeah, like which he looks like he shouldn't ever have to be humble.
That's the thing. It's like Channing Tatum knows what he is. He knows that he is essentially a human sex doll for people to ogle at.
Yeah, no, I think
And-
Channing Tatum is hot.
Yeah,
I mean, sexy.
he's fine.
mean,
He's not my type.
God
but
damn.
he's fine.
Well, to each his own, I guess. But I get Channing Tatum a lot more than I get Matt Rife personally.
Yeah, the thing with
Personally.
Matt Rife, so Channing Tatum, I would say Channing Tatum is handsome. Matt Rife is pretty.
Mm.
Which, like, if you're a woman and you're obsessed with Matt Rife, you're gay.
I guess I guess my taste in men, I like a handsome man more than a pretty boy.
Yeah, me too.
Call me gay, but shit, man.
Yeah, I'd rather, okay, like Jason Momoa versus Channing Tatum. Jason Momoa every time
I
for me.
like Channing Tatum more.
Yeah, but it's just
Want to know why? 'Cause I think he's prettier. I think he's prettier than,
'Cause you're a
than
straight
Jason
man.
Momoa.
you're a straight man though, so I think you should choose Channing Tatum.
Yeah, hairy men don't do it for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even want to have to buy floss, man.
I think isn't that my shirt? I think the guy's got the same shirt I got at Kohl's, man. It's a good shirt.
Probably.
It's a good look. I can't wait to get thin enough for it. It'll make you one of them tapeworms.
You have half.
Yeah,
Think it's like an earthworm where if you cut it in half, you have two.
we'll split them.
Yeah. That's we should get a PO box and get people to send us tapeworms.
Yeah.
No, I want Ozempic. I want tapeworms. I want to do it all at one time.
Wow. This podcast has just become a documentation of you just withering away and becoming
Whatever.
the husk of a human. Not just emotionally, but physically now to match your.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want people to know what they can expect when they see you.
Nothing. Yeah, I want my mom to tell me I look sick again. That was the peak of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Whenever my mom was like, "You're too skinny. You look sick," I was like, "Oh."
Yeah?
That was the best fucking thing. That was the nicest thing she's ever said to me.
But did it really make you feel good?
Yes.
Wow. Like as good as having a good set good?
Near.
So a good set's better.
Yeah.
So having a good set feels better than being called sickly.
Yeah, call
Wow.
me crazy. The thing is, though, it's like she said that to me, and then afterwards, I was drinking a can of regular Coke because I hadn't eaten that day.
Okay.
So I was like,
It was lunch?
I could treat. Yeah, this is lunch. I can treat myself. And she was like, "Oh, you shouldn't drink those. You'll get fat again."
And then have you had one since?
No,
How many years has it been since your last regular Coke?
2.
2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. You really take what she says to heart,
Yeah.
You really do.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter that I haven't had regular Coke. It's more like how many years since my last cravings box at Taco Bell is what we should be asking.
Oh man. Yeah.
That shit would go so hard right now. Or
Yeah.
ever. Anytime. There's never been a time where I wake up and I'm like, I don't want Taco Bell. Like, it's like heroin for me.
I had Taco Bell today.
Yeah, I know. I saw the bag.
I get the veggie burrito
Mm-hmm.
and the cheesy bean and rice, and I feel healthy with it.
Yeah, I don't know. When I had it last week, it like, just because I haven't been eating fast food for the most part, at least not Taco Bell, it like really fucked me up.
Yeah, that glute, man.
The gluten. But the McChickens don't really fuck me up.
No?
Not as much now. And I do love me a good McChicken. They're not that bad if that's all you're having.
Yeah. Better is it better for you than Taco Bell, you think? Depends on what you order.
Yeah,
I think,
it
right?
depends what you order. I mean, yeah, the McChicken's not good for you, but I don't know. The problem with Taco Bell is if I have one thing, I want 7 things.
Really?
Yeah, it's hard for me to stop with Taco Bell. I've ordered those, those like taco craving, not the cravings box, the party packs.
Oh, yeah, the family size?
Yeah, I shouldn't be ordering anything with the word family or party in it because I don't have either of those.
Right.
And yeah, I would just
Maybe
fucking.
you should just start going to your family parties, like keep in touch with your family.
They don't have parties.
Really? They never have parties, huh?
Mm-mm.
It is wild to have an Asian side because you have your Asian side, and then
We don't know any of them.
you don't know any of them because usually Asian, especially like Thai
Yeah.
family, like they see each other all the time and like
Yeah.
picnics.
The
and
last
stuff.
time I had like other family besides my dad's side of the family was whenever my grandpa died. My mom's dad died, and we went to the funeral, and that was the last family party I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Party.
Yeah, we had a bunch of Filipino food because it was her stepmom, my step grandmother. Her side of the family came and they brought like food and Filipino shit, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. Do you know any
Yeah.
Filipino dishes?
Blood pudding.
Blood pudding. I like blood pudding.
They call it what was it? I think it was chocolate meat. They call it because it's brown.
Yeah.
So it's blood pudding basically. And there's chunks of what I learned was meat. I didn't realize it was meat. And my dumb ass.
You thought it was pudding?
We were eating it, and I was like, so like, what are the chunks in it? Are they like scabs? And they laughed at me. They're
Yeah.
like, no, that's pork. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Did you like it though?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Blood's good. Blood is tasty. Pork blood.
I
Cook
mean,
it
that
up.
shit'll fucking get your iron up.
Hell yeah. Go for some right now.
Yeah.
I'm out of calories though. I
Oof.
gotta eat like a banana and an apple for dinner.
Banana.
That's kind of gay, right? 2 apples and a banana for dinner. Looking like a.
Yeah. I mean, I'll cut it up for you.
Nah, it's cool. I'll take it like a man.
Shove them up your ass. The apples too. Yeah, I had one of those apples today. They're not bad. Pretty good.
They're the cheapest ones.
I can tell. Just kidding. You know what?
Apples are so much more expensive than bananas.
Yeah, they are. But you know how I could tell? Because it doesn't say what kind of apples they are on the bag.
Yeah,
It just says the brand. And I was like, pretty sure they're Gala. I don't know, though.
Like Fiji apples is like that's so far away, man. Talk about imported. Fuck. Shit's,
Fiji apples are pretty good. Best apple by far, though, is the Honeycrisp.
yeah, Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisp apples can kill my mother, and I'd still eat them.
Red Delicious are like the.
Red Delicious are the Reggie of apples.
They're like the comedian So Funny of apples. You know what I mean? Because it's like the quality is in the name. They're
Yeah,
telling you what it is.
But it ain't there.
But if you have to put it in the name,
Yeah, if your name is, Antonio Too Funny.
Tony Too Funny. I would go by Tony Too Funny.
Tony Too Funny. I can
Yeah.
assure you you're not.
Right. Yeah. At most, you're funny enough.
Or,
Funny enough would be a good, pretty.
yeah.
funny. Funny enough, Frank.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Good enough, Gretchen.
Gretchen's tough.
Decent Derek.
Yeah. Decent Daryl.
Yeah. Mediocre Michael. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Middle of the road Randy.
Yeah. What do you want us to say about you before we bring you up? Man, see, I'm alright.
Yeah, tell him I'm I.
I'm alright. I mean.
Sufficient Sophia.
Yeah. Adequate Andy.
Yeah.
Not that funny Nate.
Hey man, he's a nice guy.
Shows up Sean.
Yeah.
Hey man, you can't take it from him. He show up. He there.
Yeah. I'm here, Herschel.
Jesus. I'm Herschel. I'm here, Herschel is terrible. I mean, not Henry or Herschel is such a. The names that you're picking, Gretchen and Herschel, like these are deep cuts, man.
On time, Timothy.
Timothy. You could have said Tim. You're going for the wrong. You're taking the wrong fork in the road. Every name. Antonio Too Funny, not Tony Too Funny. That's not working for you. Gretchen gets laughs sometimes.
Yeah, fucking hang on. Fuck. Got some laughs, Lenny.
Yeah, man. That's
Didn't bomb Tom.
Thomas.
Well, didn't bomb us, Thomas.
Yeah, he didn't.
Did all right, Dwight.
Didn't bomb us, Thomas. It's like he didn't commit a terrorist act
Yeah.
on the venue today. You got to give it up to him.
Yeah, didn't mass shoot you, Cthulhu.
Yeah, I seen him. He's got a type 5.
Yeah. Left my gun at home, Jerome.
Yeah, now see. Well, these have a ring to it. But
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you were throwing out. I mean, he's here, Herschel.
I was warming up, bitch. Well, okay, so for I'm here, what name would you use?
Well, I mean, Henry would be even better than Herschel.
All right, you're right. That's
Hank.
fair. Yeah.
Queer.
I'm here, queer. I'm here, you're queer. Give it up for Deer.
Just deer.
His name is Deer.
Yeah.
Like the animal, not
Yeah.
even the
And
endearing.
he dresses up like a deer, and he goes
Yeah.
up, and it's all deer related.
Yeah.
It's like
Is who's this man? Bombi?
yeah. There we go.
But yeah, Red Delicious or ass. I would rather honestly, like I would rather eat mealworms again than eat fucking Red
Wait,
Delicious.
so I mean, they're not special. They don't really have a lot of flavor, but you
No,
think they're gross? You
Yes,
think they
they're
taste
disgusting.
badly?
Let me go over what's wrong with the Red Delicious. Number one, they're very small, which is fine, but I like a Big Apple. But
But that has nothing to do with flavor.
I'm going over the list. Number one, it's small. Number two, the skin is incredibly thick. It gets in your teeth. It's hard to eat through. It's the shittiest apple skin. Like I like being like Red Delicious. You will chew Red Delicious.
Whoa.
Like you'll chew a mouthful.
Got bit by something.
It's the comedy bug. But anyways, Red Delicious, you'll bite into a Red Delicious and you'll chew it. And you'll chew all the meat off the skin, but the skin will still be intact in your mouth. And then you have to, like, swallow it whole because you can't fucking chew the skin without it getting in between your teeth and shit. The inside
This
is...
coming from a bitch who eats apple cores.
I would rather eat a Honeycrisp apple core than a whole Red Delicious. The meat in the the fruit, rather, is it's mealy. It has a terrible... There's no, like, crunch to it. There's no... crispiness. It's just mealy and like wet, and the flavor is not good.
Wet is a complaint for your apple. Like,
There's
I hear you,
a difference
yeah.
between wet and like the
Juicy.
inside is soggy.
yeah.
It's not juicy. It's
And they're
soggy.
always
And
like that?
sometimes they're dry. Sometimes it's like it feels like you're eating a fake apple because
Yeah.
it's like mealy, but it's also dry and it dries your mouth out. And I won't eat another Red Delicious until I die.
I want to find out.
I could be a POW and they would hand me a Red Delicious and I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, I'll find a rat.
I'm good. You just put it in your mouth. Say, let me. You know what? Cook me
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a pig.
Fucking put me on a spit because I'm not swallowing this.
I want to find out who named them and what kind of propaganda.
I think that they named them like that the same way they named Greenland.
Yeah.
And
It's just it's a bait and switch.
yeah.
Definitely. Oh, I know. Over the years, people have been making a killing on that name.
Yeah, there's probably plenty of ignorant people that, it's like they're eating healthy for the first time in their life. Because there are people like that where they're just raised on chicken nuggets and fucking Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And they've never had fruit. And then, they're an adult and they're going on my 600-pound life. They're trying to change their life. And they're shopping for fruit. And they're like, oh, Red Delicious, decent price point. Sounds good. They look okay. And then they go home and then they just kill themselves because they find out that it's not worth it to eat healthy. They're like, I'm giving up on fruit forever. I'm going to go back to to eating fucking buckets of fried chicken because it sure fucking beats this.
That's funny. Yeah, if that's the first fruit someone tried, and then they just swore off fruit
Yeah,
afterwards.
absolutely. Red Delicious are so bad that it could do that to somebody. Red Delicious could ruin fruit for you.
Because I feel like Red Delicious, definitely like the cartoon version of, because they look aesthetically what an apple should look like, right? They're
Yes.
red and they look like what an apple, like
Red
the one
Delicious,
that
Red
Snow White
Delicious
ate and
apples
stuff.
are like Matt Rife. It's like, yeah, sure, it looks fine on the outside, but inside it's disgusting.
But yeah, they look like
They look like a stereotypical apple, which I think is marketing. I think that they probably did that on purpose. I think Big Red Delicious was in
Big Apple.
Big Apple,
New York.
not New York. The Jews. They. But no, they got in cahoots with Walt Disney, and they're like, okay, for Snow White, because it could have been a green apple.
Yeah.
Could have been a yellow apple. Could have been orange. There's lots of different apple colors.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been. And Big Red Delicious, the Jews working at Big Red Delicious, they got in contact with Walt Disney, who was also Jewish, and they were like, make the apple red, and people will buy more Red Delicious, and we can continue to con these people.
Wow. What a sick world we live in.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away, because if it's a Red Delicious, you'll just kill yourself.
You think it's that bad? People are offing themselves after a bite, and it's like,
I want to.
yeah.
Fucking, I'll buy you a Red Delicious.
They don't even have them at Walmart.
Good. I'm glad.
But what kind? So the kind that I bought though, there's no name, just apples.
I'm pretty sure they're Gala apples.
Gala.
Yeah, because Fiji apples look similar, but they're a little sweeter.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
didn't have
they're
the scratch for those.
Yeah, it's fine. They're a little crisper. Fiji apples, Gala apples are they're like middle tier apple, I think.
Okay.
Lower middle class apple.
Okay, respectable.
Red Delicious is a Section 8 apple.
Homeless apple.
Fucking
Wormless. Worms don't even go fuck with
government
'em.
cheese is better than Red Delicious apples.
Yeah, even the worms are like, man, this sucks.
Yeah, only the depressed worms eat the Red Delicious apples. They're like, man, you could do better, man. You could be in a Granny Smith right now. He's like, I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
My wife left me.
There's so many different kinds of apples, but pears. I'm sure there's a lot of different kinds of pears, right? But we don't know about them.
Yeah, I'm not too in on the pear game, to be honest.
I like pears. I feel like I probably prefer a pear.
I like pears. I
Than
fuck with
apple.
them. They're kind of expensive though, aren't they? A little bit more than apples.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they ain't bad. I like them. I fucks with them.
Yeah, I like pears.
Peaches are great, but they are real pricey.
What's the difference between a peach and then the other one? What's it called?
Nectarine.
Yeah.
Nectarines don't have hair.
Oh.
Nectarines are basically just waxed peaches.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little softer.
Okay, so they're a little more decadent. They're a little more like
Yeah.
like that sketchy nectarines.
Kind of like a plum.
They're better.
Yeah.
Oh, plums are good too. Like a plum.
Plums fuck. We found lemons today in the Kiltony Alley.
Yeah, so many lemons, and they're all
Yeah.
good. I wonder what's the.
There was some squished ones, but yeah, there was just a bunch of lemons rolling around. I'm guessing a bar threw them out or something happened. Shipment got spilled. But yeah, all these lemons rolling around, and a bunch of people not even picking them up.
Yeah, that's why they're never going anywhere in life.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with 4 lemons? What do you want to do with it? Make some type of sauce, like
We
for
can make
chicken.
we can make a sauce just to cook with in general, like that video
Ooh,
you're watching
shrimp.
about the mushrooms.
I like
They
shrimp
said you should
with
adding acid to anything while you're cooking helps balance out flavor.
Okay.
So just adding a little bit of lemon to the mushrooms we cook, onions.
All I'm hearing is acid and mushrooms.
You don't need no more of that, man. You fucking hit your limit for
You think?
the next 3 months.
I know, because I've been not as depressed, and it's bugging you.
It's making me more depressed.
Yeah.
I miss whenever we were both depressed.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy for you. I'm
When-
glad you're happy.
When I couldn't write a joke for 3 months, and all I wanted to do was just eat Taco Bell and sleep.
Yeah.
Back when I was your dream man.
Yeah.
Now it was like, who's this fuck?
Yeah, who's this fucking
Winning contests.
motivated sack of shit?
Yeah. He's fucking
No, I'm glad
making
you're
reels.
I'm
and-
glad you're happier. It's good.
Sure you are.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I want you to be happy, which, I mean, if I really wanted you to be happy, I should just break up with you. I'm just kidding. But I want you to be happy, but also it does kind of make it feel, to be completely honest, whenever you are depressed, if you're around another depressed person, you feel normal.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh, well, I'm not alone. And then whenever you are not depressed and I am, it's, it's like, well, shit. But it's also, I want you to be happy.
Yeah, the mushrooms really did fix it.
Yeah. I wish my brain worked like that. I did so many mushrooms that night and had a good time and then felt nothing.
So
They've never done anything for me long term.
you took the same amount as me because I took like.
I took 2.5 grams.
So that's probably how much I took.
You took, the scale said 2 grams, could have been 2.5. It rounds up, so could be around 2.5. You are also larger than me, so I think that 2.5 is probably a lot stronger dose for me than you.
So when you do take mushrooms, you said you had fun. So like, what does it do for you like, emotionally?
Well, I had a lot of visuals. At the time that I took them, emotionally, I was having a lot of introspective thoughts and
Okay.
just kind of looking at the people around me and just the people were around me. It's like, okay, these people seem to care about me. Obviously, like they act like they care about me, but they don't really know me. And there's a lot of stuff that I cannot talk about with these people. So it kind of made me feel a little bit more alone.
Okay, so when you did you were thinking about the people you were with.
I was also thinking about myself. I was thinking about myself in, what's the word? Relative to the people around me. And just like how much happier they are, how different we are, how I wish I was that happy. I was also feeling kind of bad about myself because there's like the other 2 girls that were there were really hot girls. And basically they kept kind of saying like, oh, we got all the bros here and the babes, and I knew I was a bro. And that doesn't feel great as a girl.
Well, you're a babe to me.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm fucking, that'll do, pig. But no, I get, but you know what I mean. It does, most of the time, it's like it's fun being one of the boys. It's cool. I like being included and stuff like that. I like not feeling decorative, but also it does kind of make you feel bad about yourself to know that I'm not one of the pretty girls here. I'm one of the guys. Which has always been like a struggle for me mentally because I want to be, I get along better with men. I want to be friends with men. I don't want to be ogled at. But also as a woman, I want to feel attractive.
You don't want to be ogled at. Because if you, I mean, you're pretty, like, and you don't feel pretty, but it's never been, like, you've always been pretty. And so, like, for you to be like, oh, I know I'll never be pretty ones, it's like, to me, that's just, you don't see yourself the way everyone else sees you, you know?
But the thing is that whenever these people talk to me, it's always as if I'm one of them. They talk to the other women differently than they talk to me. That's kind of what I'm getting at, is that I'm always included as one of the guys, not really treated like one of the women. Part of me doesn't want to be treated like the women, but part of me does want to be treated like a woman.
Well, I mean, treated like a woman, but by treated like a woman, you mean like kind of like talk to like you're different, like you're not as like with it like a man. Like I feel like you people don't treat you like a woman, but it's like because you're smart and like I mean it's fucked up that being treated like a woman would be like not treating like you're smart, but like it's like you want to be treated like I guess like you're dumb.
It's not like they're dumb, but it's I don't know, man. It's just different. It's like it's just different. It's not like you're dumb, but it's like you're hot.
But yeah, well,
where it's kind of not exactly flirting, but it's different. And it's subtle. It's not super obvious, but you learn to notice it after a period of time. And so that was something I was thinking about a lot. And that's a conflict I've always had.
But it's so important to you, this physical appearance. It's so important to you.
I mean, yeah, it is in life. It's important in life. Obviously, it's important in comedy. Now, maybe
I
it didn't
mean, a
used
little
to be,
bit.
but
I don't really think it's that important. I think, it can help if you want to hang out and if you're, attractive, it can help. But I really don't think that. Even if you do get some opportunities because of it, you know, you reap what you
it would make
sow.
my life easier because okay, so even what you're saying is if you're attractive but you're not funny, the opportunities you get are going to be wasted anyways because you're not funny. But I already feel like I'm funny, but I'm not attractive, so I'm getting less opportunities because of the way that I look, and I know that. And it would make my life and my career so much easier if I was more attractive. I would get those easy opportunities and I would be able to actually do something with them so that they're not wasted on pretty people that aren't funny.
Yeah. Well, but you want to be funnier, right? I mean, you're not
I
you're
mean,
not done.
yeah,
You're
of
not done
course.
cooking yet.
Of course I want to be funnier, but I
Yeah.
also want to be happy.
And it does help to be. I mean, people say, "Oh, comics are depressed, and being depressed will help you write." But for me, it doesn't work like that. Being depressed makes me feel empty, so I don't even have like the passion.
It depends. I have to have just a touch of depression. I have to have the right amount. Like Just for Men touch of gray. I need a touch of gray in my mood. I just need
Yeah.
to be a little bit depressed, a little bit cynical. But like where I'm at right now probably is too depressed, too cynical. I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is fucking play Skyrim and drink Diet Coke. That's all I want to fucking do. So I don't know. I don't think the mushrooms made me more depressed. But they definitely didn't reduce it. It just kind of stayed the same.
I think my depression was based a lot in paranoia and illogical thoughts,
Yeah.
and because of that, the mushrooms allowed me to see through a lot of that stuff. And then I realized that it's not so bad. I have things going for me.
I think for you, like Houston was the place where you had the most paranoia because of the shit that happened regarding those people. Like that was a bad place for you. And then we moved, and now I'm having the paranoia and shit here.
Yeah.
So and it's fine. I'm sure it'll be okay with time. It's gonna take time, obviously, to get into another scene and to start getting booked regularly. But that's kind of what I'm going through here is kind of similar to what you were going through there, where there's a person in
Well,
power that I'm afraid doesn't like me, but I don't know
I
for
wasn't.
sure.
I knew for sure.
You knew for sure. So it's yeah, that's different. But also, I'm paranoid,
Okay.
which I think kind of the definition of paranoia is not knowing for sure, because I don't know for sure if he doesn't like me, if the people around him have been told not to book me, or so that's kind of where I'm coming from. I think it's a similar feeling.
Right. I mean, it's a shitty feeling to. Yeah, paranoia is a really shitty feeling. I feel like the only way to really defeat that, if you don't know, is either to find out for sure, which is hard,
Yeah.
or to just decide that it doesn't matter and do your own thing and do something else.
Yeah.
So like I've been I want to try to start some shows. If
Yeah,
anyone
even
that's listening
emailing places
knows anywhere that wants to do a show,
in the Austin area.
yeah, in the Austin area, or I mean, I think that right now would be the most important thing for us to have our own show.
Please, I'm gonna kill myself. Just kidding. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna. But it would be cool
to kill yourself.
to have a show.
Oh yeah, having a show for
also
sure.
to kill myself,
No.
but to have a show. But also.
But it'd be more than cool to have a show. It's important to us now. We need a show.
Yeah.
Backfish was so fun, even it was just open mic, but like we create fun rooms.
Yeah, I think that with the right circumstance, because I mean, there's that other room we tried to do, but the owner was flaky and like weird and lied about not seeing my message, and that shit was weird. But if the owner is cool, just a little cool, it's like we can. I don't know. I think we have a good vibe because we're both empathetic, smart people.
Yeah, and we respect funny, and we don't get
Yeah.
jealous or
That's the main
shitty.
thing, is that we're both, as far as comedy goes, we are both very secure.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people that run shit lack that, so they don't
Yeah.
want to book people that are funnier than them. They don't want to tell people they're funny. They don't want to be honest with people because they're so insecure in themselves.
People have been like holding sets hostage, like
Yeah.
that film people, and they have a good set and then like won't give it to them,
Yeah.
and that's crazy. And I mean, I know that's happening all the time,
Yeah.
and I feel like people need to be held accountable for it. Like, you know, if you're actively trying to sabotage people, like, and there's no consequences,
No.
you know, and if someone calls you out on it, the thing is too, people never call these people out on it.
No, because the people doing it are typically people that have some sort of power.
That's one thing I liked about New York City is that
Yeah.
when people were shitty, they always got called out on like the New York comedy group
Yeah.
because there's so many bookers, there's so many comics
Yeah.
that
There's not one person that runs the whole thing.
right
Or
and,
two people.
and so you can't be like that because
Yeah.
people will call you out and then everyone will be like, okay, you suck, and like you'll get ostracized as
Yeah.
opposed to the one who's just saying what happened.
Yeah.
But when the scene is smaller, it's like a run like a dictatorship, and
Yeah, just like it's like a small town.
yeah,
In a small town, I think in small towns there's a lot more secrets than there are in like in a city.
right,
Because in a small town, it's like, oh well, you know, your boyfriend raped me, and it's like, oh yeah, well now his whole family hates you, the whole town hates you, we don't believe you. But like in a city, say something like that, it's like, oh well, fuck that guy. There's 6,000 other dudes in the city. We don't need to fucking, you know.
yeah. I miss New York for that because you couldn't be shitty, and you'd see
Yeah.
it every day. I mean, not every day, but like every week you'd see somebody getting lit up on the Facebook group for, you know, not paying,
Yeah.
for lying about some type of circumstance, for not giving a set anything, and like I think we need more of that, and I just wish that it wasn't so North Korea-y in small scenes.
Yeah.
It's like,
It really is.
you know,
Oh, you didn't. Oh, well, our great powerful leader said something and you didn't laugh hard enough.
yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Well, it's 8:02.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then that's the end of the show then.
We're gonna go see if we get picked on Kill Tony.
Yeah, yeah. Wish us luck. Thank you for
Bye.
listening.